Hey, it's Matt once again. Just sitting here relaxing. I'm watching a movie, and I figure while I'm watching a movie, why not do a stream? And that way, I can watch the film, and then from time to time, maybe answer questions in the chat or something to that effect. But yeah, nothing really special topic wise. Again, just me watching a film. Not for anyone to come along, not to do a commentary, just to watch while I'm doing this. But yeah, just watching a film while I'm doing this. So from time to time, if you see my eyes look at it, that's what I'm looking at. We got a couple people in here. Hey, Project Boredom, Eric Jr., DJ Mexicano, Justin Whitworth. How you guys doing? I'm doing okay. Hey, Cobra. I don't know if that's going to be too loud for you guys, but oh well. You saw the first Bill and Ted, you loved it? Yeah, I mean, it's a good film. I like the two Bill and Ted movies. Doing alright, Jared Parker. Hello, Total Meltdown. I know I'm repeating myself, but just relaxing, watching a movie, and yeah, just watching just watching movie and just fair do a stream. Do you remember my Evil Dead edits? Project Boredom, I'm sorry, I don't remember the edits. Could you remind me what the edits are? Was it like an edit of the full movie? Like, I don't remember what the edits. Bill and Ted 2, do you find it underrated? A little bit. I find it a little bit underrated. But I like both Bill and Ted films. I'd probably say I would like the first one more. No, I didn't direct a movie. Why are you watching Halloween 5? That film sucks. Yes, it's night. Hey, Chad Luigi. Hello, everyone in the chat. Again, just relaxing, watching a movie while I'm doing... Since I figured I was watching a movie, why not just do a chat stream? Project Boredom, was it the whole movie? Was like the whole movie? I reviewed all the Jurassic Park films held night number 1. Feel free to watch those reviews. Hi, great to be. Hey, John, why are you watching Jaws 4? Oh, because you're doing the Jaws reviews. Yeah, you did the reviews for the first 3. I am watching Encino Man just for fun. I still have requests to get to, but I just wanted to watch a movie for fun. And I figured since I'm watching a movie for fun, why not do this? Red Leader Media, they have their moments. No, just those clips transition the continuity better. Oh, okay. I do remember that. Those were pretty good. Local Bandito, don't know anything about it. Hey, Billy Mount. I'm not going to try to answer every question in the chat because it gets to be too many and you burn out too easily. So just relaxing, watching this movie, and once in a while, I'll answer a question. Thank you, Wolf Predator. I'm glad you enjoyed that video. I am watching a good movie. I'm watching Encino Man. That's a good movie. Favorite Wayans Brothers movie that they directed? Man, I don't know. It depends. I liked A Low Down Dirty Shame. Keenan Ivory Wayans directed that. I don't care about a new Evil Dead film. Ronnie Millsap, no clue who that is. Least favorite movie, there's too many to mention. When people say favorite, least favorite, there's just too many things to mention. Hey, movie guy, Luke Chitty, just relaxing, watching Encino Man. Which Fabio mentioned in the video, really nice guy. He mentioned that the DVD cut stuff that was in the VHS, I don't know if that's true, but he would know more than me, so that's too bad if that's the case. The Evil Dead trilogy cut. Oh, that's a fan cut I made. I'm not sure if it's still on the other website. I forget what the website's called now. I can't believe I forgot what the website's called. But just for shits and giggles, because I like the Evil Dead trilogy, but the one problem I had was the continuity, so just trying and having fun with it. Yeah, I did review the Mummy films, including The Mummy 1999. That's a good film. Glimmerman, yep, I reviewed that. That's a good film. BitChute, that's what it was. Yeah, I believe it's still on BitChute. I did a couple fan cuts of Hard Target and the Evil Dead trilogy. As shitty as Jaws 4 is, do you think they should have just went for broke and throw in the voodoo aspect? No. The voodoo aspect still would have been stupid. Still would have been a bad movie. They just should not have made the film, honestly. There was no need for a Jaws 4. He's got the buff spice chilling on top of his melon. Dude, he's checking the cheats. Oh. He's got the serious beat. I like the first two Transporter films. I don't like the third one. The fourth one I never bothered to see. Feeders 1 and 2 I'll say is worse than Amazing Bulk, but they're both awful. What unmade film should have been made? Isobar, Sylvester Stallone starring in a creature feature film directed by Roland Emmerich around the time he did Universal Soldier. Crusade with Arnold Schwarzenegger. The John Carpenter, Kurt Russell film Shadow Company about Vietnam soldiers coming back from the dead. Oh yeah, I forgot Rick Dukeman was in this. He was in The Burbs. I forgot he was in this. Hey Antonio T. Hi Bobby Reynolds. Apocalypse Now I never finished. I've seen bits and pieces, I just didn't care. Orgasmo, I'm not a fan of that movie. I'm not a big Trey Parker, Matt Stone guy. I didn't mind Basketball. I didn't mind the South Park movie, but I'm not a big Trey Parker, Matt Stone guy. Emmanuel, hello there. I always forget Sean Astin stars in it. It's this weird, like, from the Goonies and all that to Encino Man. But he did a good job. Project Boredom, I did a video like a week ago about Joe Schumacher. I literally did a video like a week ago. And it's about Joe Schumacher and what happened. I am watching Encino Man, which I do enjoy. But I enjoyed the first chunk of Pauly Shore movies. I liked In the Army Now, which is my favorite. I like Son-in-Law, and I like this movie. But none of these have Blu-ray, sadly. That's why Sean Astin was in Toy Soldiers. That's a good one that no one talks about. Louis Gossett Jr. was in that. Keith Coogan, who was in Adventures in Babysitting. Never saw Once Bitten. My Best Friend is a Vampire. I remember not minding, but I haven't seen that in a long time. It's hard to... People keep asking me what the worst films ever... That's hard to do, guys. Because there's too many to pick. It's hard to say number one. It's impossible for me to do. Margot Robbie, I don't give a fuck about her. I don't give a fuck about her female Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Sluts of the Caribbean might as well be it. Heartbreak Hotel, never seen it. I heard about Sudden Death, but I thought it was a sequel, and I heard nothing else about it. The fact you're saying it's coming out in September, I didn't even know that. I'm not into Family Guy. I liked The Simpsons, but I've stopped watching them for the past, I don't know, 10 years. If Hicks and Newt were alive in Alien 3, that movie might have had a chance of being good. Turn this down a little bit. Do I have a favorite dragon from How to Train Your Dragon? I guess the main one. Toothless, or whatever the hell it's called. I guess that one. Domino's or Pizza Hut? I would say I prefer Pizza Hut. Especially their cheesy bread. Their cheesy bread. Hollywood God, you're a bad troll at that. Hollywood God, you're a liar. Yeah, that's why I enjoyed Searching with John Cho, Blade Runner 2049, the John Wick movies. How many you want me to name after 2000, man? How many you want me to name? 10, 20, 100? Tell me the number of movies after 2000 I need to name, and I'll name. Go right ahead. And the reviews are on the channel, so it's not like I'm lying. Go ahead, man. Name me how many movies after 2000. I can name at least 10 movies every year. Moron. At least if you don't troll, be smart about it. This year alone, I like Bad Boys for Life, Sonic the Hedgehog, VFW, Guns Akimbo, The Invisible Man. That's just to name a couple. Don Johnson is definitely better than Colin Farrell in Miami Vice. Futurama, I haven't seen that in forever. Hi, Rich Allen. I like Weird Al Yankovic. He's pretty fun. Pantera, good band. David, I like McDonald's more than Burger King. Hi, Meadowland. Have I ever danced in the Devil in the Pale Moonlight? Well, I tried once, then I found out it was a trance. And then I'm like, oh, teach their own. So I left. You couldn't see well with the pale moonlight in your eyes. Are you doing a painting? No, these aren't mine. I don't go to taco places at all. Favorite Weird Al Yankovic song? I don't have a favorite song. I think he's talented though at what he does, but I don't have a favorite song. See, back in the day, you could have these like silly, goofy plots to movies. Like Weekend at Bernie's is a silly plot when you think about it for 2 seconds. Same with this. But if they're done with fun and good cast and entertaining energy vibe to it, it works. I don't like ketchup. I don't like mustard. Subway, I like Subway. I haven't been to it in a long time, but I liked Subway. Three Kingdoms, never heard of it. Chinese food, not too much. Do you eat at Cousins? I've never even heard of Cousins. I'm not really into Chinese food. At Long Last Love, never seen it. Three Ninjas, saw the new scenes that I never saw before, and a different ending was great to watch. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad Glad you're able to see that. That's cool, man. Laser ruffles. It depends. Cloaked cryptids. I don't even know what that is. 1917. I haven't seen it. Favorite sneakers. As long as they're cheap and they fit, I don't have a favorite. Juice or soda? Soda. I mean, I drink Mellow Yellow and it had a Mellow Yellow hat. Do I like the Lost Boys? Sure, I like the Lost Boys. I believe I reviewed it on the channel. There's an old review of the Lost Boys on the channel. MVD's releasing a Bullion double feature. I've never seen the film, so I can't say I really care. But hey, that's cool. But I've never seen the film, so I can't really care about it. I wish Drive with Mark DeCostas would get a release before that, but whatever. Hey, Dabo. Well, I do like the games. I'm just not good at the games, and I love the first movie and the soundtrack. So it's not that I'm not a hardcore Mortal Kombat fan, and I just haven't played the new ones. But what is it about the new Mortal Kombat that sounds like ass? I know zero info about it. I never watch NASCAR. I don't drink much energy drinks. To me, energy drinks makes me more thirsty. Do you like Dan DeVito? Yeah, he's a good actor. I liked him in Throw Mama from the Train. I liked him in Twins. He's a good actor. Iron Giant, good movie. Not a bad film at all, The Iron Giant. Rumble Roses, never played it. Yeah, I'm watching Encino Man. I guess you recognize the audio or something. Yeah, I just wanted to watch a film for fun. I haven't seen this in a while. I remember Fabio in a stream. I don't know if he'll jump on anytime in the chat, but he mentioned that the VHS had stuff that's not in the DVD. Like the DVD is cut. Like there's scenes in the DVD there's cut, but was in the VHS. That's what he said, so. Registered as a lethal weapon. Chris Londo, right now I'm just too busy doing requests for PayPal and Patreon requests, so I'm sorry, man. I'm just too busy to do that. Never seen Manstito. In the new Mortal Kombat, the main character is some asshole called Cole, and he turns out to be Scorpion at the end. Who the fuck is Cole? Well, okay, Scorpion. Why are they doing that? Have you eaten at Sonic's? No. I reviewed Saving Private Ryan like a month ago, Luke Chicky. I literally reviewed that like a month ago. For anyone who asks about if I've seen a movie, just go to the channel and type in by the About section, the magnifying glass, type in the name of the movie, because some of the movies you guys are mentioning I have reviewed. Well, I reviewed The Lost Boys long ago. I reviewed Saving Private Ryan. I didn't care for Ip Man 3. I didn't bother reviewing it. I liked the first two, though. Top 3 Brendan Fraser films. In no particular order, The Mummy, Encino Man, and... Is it a film that he has a cameo in, or are you talking about a film he stars in? Because he didn't get the star in a lot of movies. I mean, I guess George of the Jungle, maybe? Thoughts on Playboy? What about Playboy? The Bottle Deposit Seinfeld episode. Oh, there's a funny reference to Mellow Yellow. Oh, that's pretty cool. Hey, WRJ. Is Glass the worst M. Night Shyamalan film? It's the most infuriating because it fucked up really the only truly good film he did. I'm not going to be able to answer every question in the chat because we got over 40 people in here, so I'd just be impossible. So, unless you want to send in a super chat to make sure, but I'll do my best. I don't... Honestly, guys, people keep asking me about fast food. The only fast food I've had in the past 6 months is maybe McDonald's, Pizza Hut, and a little bit of Domino's. That's the only places I've had. I heard the music when they walked into the school when Pauly Shore stolen from Brendan Fraser's shoulders. They cut that from the DVD. For years, I watched the VJs, so I noticed it right away. No Blu-ray. So, PerryFan49, do you know all the stuff that's been cut out of the DVD that's only on the VHS? Do you know all the stuff that's been cut out? Are you in a relationship? With me and my dick, sure. But we're having a separation right now, so I can't talk to the other. I'm not even going to go on with that stupid joke. I think the Raid Redemption is better than the sequel. Yeah, I mean, I've said it before, Diablo Esparza, they fucked up every franchise. Name a franchise, they fucked it up. And if they haven't, they will fuck it up. Name any franchise. Airheads, it's not really a Die Hard spoof, no. I mean, I reviewed Airheads. If you want to check out the review, Antonio T, when I did my little Adam Sandler marathon, I reviewed Airheads, and I talked about the movie. I don't have the money for a PS4. And no, that's not me going, oh, I hope someone in the chat buys me a PS4 and sends in the money and So, that's not that. I mean, there are some PS4 games that look good. Until Dawn, Resident Evil 2, the remake. A few others, but nice Terminator reference there. Pamela Henderson. Big Eyes, never seen. I never go to conventions. I thought I reviewed Sleepy Hollow with Tim Burton, but I enjoy the film. I think it's one of Tim Burton's best. Sequel to The Rundown? Sure. I would have been fine to a sequel to The Rundown. Hey, Scott. Just watching Encino Man, just for fun. So sorry if I missed stuff in the chat. It's impossible to answer every question. It is. Is Chuck Zito a dickhead? In honesty, no. Just difference of opinion. He thinks Missing Action 2, the beginning, is awful. I disagree. That was the only scene I noticed was cut, but the movie is really short anyway. Yeah, that's true. Far Cry, never played a Far Cry. I never played a Far Cry game. I saw the movie by Uwe Boll and it made me cry. Not really, but Uwe Boll, I mean, even a guy who doesn't know the games knows that the Far Cry movie fucking sucks ass. PS4 consoles have gone down in price quite a bit. Well, the thing with me is I haven't played a video game in so long. If I'm going to buy a system, I want to not buy it and then just collect dust. Wolf Cool, I reviewed all the Alien films, including Alien Resurrection. Feel free to check out my review of it. Mark Anzio, I reviewed Daylight. I reviewed pretty much all the Stallone films. Feel free to watch my review of Daylight. A direct sequel to Aliens, they tried for Kaiju. The guy who did District 9 wanted to do a sequel to Aliens with Sigourney Weaver and Michael Biehn, but they canceled it because Ridley Scott wanted to do Alien Covenant for some fucking reason. And you know how Alien Covenant came out. It came out of people's assholes because people took a shit on it as it deserved. So no, we didn't get a sequel to Aliens with Hicks and Ripley and maybe even Newt coming back. No, we get Alien Covenant, where a xenomorph kills a couple having sex in a shower as if the xenomorph was Jason fucking Voorhees. Are you a fan of first person or third person? In video games, it just depends. Because there's beat 'em ups I enjoy, but I also enjoy some first person shooters. But my favorite genre is survival horror, because my favorite game is Silent Hill 2. I also enjoyed this game I played on my first channel a long time ago called Disaster Report for PS2. That was a fun one as well. Oh, Chuck Zito. Okay, yeah, Joseph Zito. I don't know anything about Chuck Zito. Really? Michael Manet, nope, that has not happened. The Alien 3 are comedy movies? What do you mean by Alien 3 are comedy movies? Because I can't think of any comedies that ruined the previous films. I haven't seen Footloose in 20 years, so I can't comment because I don't remember much about it. My favorite John Candy film? Well, I did a marathon where I reviewed most of John Candy's films. My personal favorite is Summer Rental. I always remember the line where the guy is on John Candy's bed, eating all his food, getting his bed dirty, and he's watching the Smurfs. And then John Candy's like, oh yeah? Did you see the episode where Papa Smurf beat the shit out of a guy with a big hat? Did you see that episode? Did you see that? And steers the guy off. McDonald's breakfast. I haven't had that in a long time. And I heard the rumor is they're getting rid of McDonald's breakfast, at least the all day. Like, if you have it any day, they're getting rid of it because of, I guess, it's too hard for them since they're only doing drive-through. But I did a John Candy marathon. I reviewed most of his films. Ret 3, Ret 4, never seen them. Favorite beat 'em up? I would go with the first two Ninja Turtle arcade games. And then it's not really a beat 'em up, but the Aliens arcade game I really enjoy as well. The Room, I know The Room. I don't give a shit about The Room, to be honest. I don't think it's as funny as people make it out to be. It's a bad movie, but to me, it's an overrated bad movie. I mean, I get more laughs out of Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 or other ones. I'm just tired of it. Of The Room stuff. I like The Disaster Artist, which I reviewed, but The Room is just overrated. It's not a good movie. There's a couple funny bits, but everyone talks about that movie so much as a bad movie. It's so fucking overrated. There's more funny bad movies. I mean, Samurai Cop is a funnier bad movie. Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 is a funnier bad movie. The Room is just overplayed. Brie Larson's Room movie, I don't know what that is. No, The Room is just overrated. I watch, I'm like, okay, it's a bad movie. There's a couple funny, laughable moments, but everyone talks about it so much. I'm just tired of it. McDonald's breakfast was available all day for, at least around where we're at, for a long, long time. Like, you could go in and just get it whenever. For a couple of years. Last of the Mohicans, never seen. Should Vince McMahon cancel the pay-per-view when Owen Hart died? Yes, absolutely. He absolutely should have. Because the guy was going on a zip line. He fell. Everyone saw it. He was rushed to the hospital. And you know what? The guy could afford it. He's a billionaire. But the fucking fact he didn't shows what kind of person Vince McMahon is. I've never liked Vince McMahon. I always thought he was a piece of shit. I always will think he's a piece of shit. South Korean movies, I don't know any off the top of my head. Yeah, The Disaster Artist I reviewed is about how The Room got made. And you know what? That was a good movie. But I'm just tired of The Room itself. Do you like Evil Dead? I reviewed all the Evil Dead films. Feel free to check out my reviews for them. Favorite candy? I don't really eat a lot of candy. Really, I don't really eat much candy. If I have to pick one, I would go with Skittles. My favorite horror movie? For guys who ask what my favorite or worst is, it's very hard to pick. There's so many to choose from. There's too many to choose from. I don't I don't eat steak. I have nothing against steak, I just don't eat it. Mainly I cook up something that that can be made quickly. I am a vanilla guy. That's what she said. Hot Dogs the movie, never seen. Favorite genre, action and horror. I'm watching a movie. I guess you didn't come in. You came in later. I'm watching a film while I'm doing the stream. That's why I keep looking over here. I just wanted to relax, watch a movie for fun. I mean, I have some requests to get to, but I just want to watch a movie for fun and relax. And it's again, I can't answer every single question. There's over 50 people in here, so I'll answer what I can. Unless people want to send in a super chat, I'll answer that, but I'll answer whatever I can. Brony God, there is a button that you could just send a message on there. Just send a message. I like sour Skittles, but I like regular Skittles more. Judge Dredd by Stallone, no, I am sorry, it's not decent. It's pretty bad. Plans to recut Batman and Robin to make it a good movie? No. Confidence? Never heard of Confidence. You still get the Thane Steelbook. I don't really need a Steelbook of the Thane. I'm fine with the Blu-ray I got of it. Why won't they talk about other funny bad movies than just The Room? I have no idea. Not a fan of Sausage Party. I thought it was overrated and just did not think it was that funny. Favorite video game? Silent Hill 2. Who's Carl Weathers? Go watch the Rocky films. The first couple. He plays the Apollo Creed, who Rocky fights in the first Rocky and the second Rocky. Oh, hey, Bobby Reynolds. Thank you for the super chat. I wonder what that line from the What She Said line. It's not from a movie. That's the thing, Bobby. It's not from a movie. When people go, that's what she said, that's not from a movie. That's just people coming up with it just because. So yeah, it's not a movie line or anything. But how it came up to begin with, I have no idea. I couldn't tell you how it came up. I don't know if it's out there on the internet, but who knows? But yeah, thank you, Bobby Reynolds, for his super chat. I appreciate that. Terrifier, never seen it, but from what I heard about it, I'm just not interested. Resident Evil 4, I enjoy it. It's my favorite Resident Evil game. Teen Glitch, hello there. I'm not a Family Guy person. Mr. Ed. What about Mr. Ed? I haven't seen Mr. Ed. I know what it is, but I didn't watch episodes of Mr. Ed. Least favorite music genre? I don't really have a least favorite. I mean, yeah, I don't really have a least favorite that I can think of. I just polka. That just polka. I had the first Metal Gear Solid game, which is my favorite. Honestly, it's the only one I liked is the first Metal Gear Solid game. Favorite Batman movie? Batman 1989. Paint Your Wagon, never seen it. Ricky 1, never seen it. King of the Hill, I haven't seen in like 20 years. So I can't tell much about it. I do have Body Parts on Blu-ray. Actually, funny enough, that might be one of the film things I watched tonight. I actually have the Blu-ray of Body Parts right here. Midnight Madness, never seen it. Do I hate rap? No, I don't hate rap. Metal Gear Solid 2, I don't like the lead character Raiden. The fact that you think you don't play Solid Snake and then you play Raiden, whatever the fuck his name is, and I thought he was a pussy of a character. And I don't care for the story. The story's confusing as hell. The story where it's like trying to be meta and it's trying to break the fourth wall and trying to be so smart. I thought the story in the first game was much better. And then part 3, I don't care about playing the guy who's going to be the villain in the previous games. So I just I honestly, I just like the first game. Oh, yeah, I forgot Richard Master was in this. He was in John Carver's The Thing and among others. Gangsta Paradise. Yeah, I like the song. Robin Williams wanted to play Joker in Batman 89. Yeah, I remember hearing that. Never been to Starbucks. We don't have Tim Hortons here. Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kremes. I don't really go to donut places. Snake Eater, never seen. Fahrenheit 11.9, never seen. Bacon or sausages, I guess bacon. Joe Pesci albums, never heard. Never heard those. Titanic, no. The other film I've never even heard of. Metal Gear Solid 4, never played it. Beavis and Butthead remake with 2 teenage girls. I don't know about that. I'm gonna wait for some confirmation on that. Wolf Cool. Listen, man, I'm not trying to be rude, Wolf Cool, but you keep asking me about films I've already reviewed. I've said multiple times, just if you're interested, if I've seen a film, go to my channel, type in the name of the movie, and the top right, near the about, there's a magnifying glass. You just type in the name of the movie, man. I'm not trying to be mean. Just every time I get people asking me constantly about stuff that I've already reviewed. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude. It's not like it's something difficult to do, too, guys. You just open up another tab. Here's the page. Oh, here's the top right. Type in the name of the movie. Tubi TV, from time to time I watch it. No, we don't need Encino Man 2. It ended it fine with here. Some movies just don't need sequels. Gremlins or Critters, I like both, so it's tough to choose. Any plans for 4th of July? No plans. Yep, I remember Siskel and Ebert. Watched them back in the day. You still watch a lot of their stuff online. Once in a while, I agree with them, but for the most part, would disagree with them. Parasite, never seen, and honestly, I have no interest in seeing. Everything I've heard about it, it's not my cup of tea. Don't care for yogurt. I'm more of into ice cream. Austin Wilcott, I reviewed Mortuary. I'll tell you what I told the other guy. If you wondering if I've seen a movie, go to the channel, go to the top right where it says about, right next to it's a magnifying glass. You type in the name of the movie to see if I've seen the film. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but that does get irritating when you have to say the same thing every single stream. And it's like not even something that's hard to do, man. You guys are not lazy. I know you're not lazy. I know you're not. E.T., I don't mind. Thank you, Matt B. Ever fired a gun? Nope. Samantha Mathis movies? Broken Arrow? Super Mario Brothers? Do you like seafood? No. Take Care, Winter Flowers? Johnny, I would go with fart jokes are worse. Valuable Blu-ray? I don't know. I don't keep tabs on that. Oh, thank you, Clark Herman, for the $2 super chat. What is your favorite sports team? I don't really watch a lot of sports, to be perfectly honest. The one sport I would maybe watch is basketball, and this was back in the day, and like a lot of people, it was the Chicago Bulls. When Michael Jordan had the three-peats, he won 3 times with his team, and then retired, then was playing baseball, and he sucked at it. Then he came back, and then he won 3 yet again with Dennis Rodman and Scottie Pippen. And I even remember playing on Super Nintendo Bulls versus Blazers, which was an awful fucking basketball game. If you want to play basketball games, play like NBA Jam or something, not fucking Bulls versus Blazers for Super Nintendo. But yeah, David Salgado, why do you care? No problem, Austin Wilcott. But yeah, I mean, I don't really watch a lot of sports, but nowadays I just don't have time to watch sports. I don't even have time to play video games. I haven't played a video game in a long time. TV tropes, don't know what that is. Margot Robbie and a new female Pirates movie. Someone asked that earlier. I don't care about Sluts of the Caribbean. It's going to be the same movie, only it's a bunch of girls instead of a bunch of guys. So I just don't care. I have no interest. Amazing Race to Survivor, did not see either of them. Prototype, I don't really have time to play video games lately. Maybe one day I'll pick up and play it. Maybe. Blue Crush, never seen it. I never drink beer, no. Really, the only YouTubers I watch are my friends. OCP Communications, The Zero Cool, Michael Keane, The Choice Voice, Fabio, The Italian Stallion 51. I mean, just my friends. Other than that, maybe Cinema Snob, maybe a handful of others. No, I never had a chance to play Left 4 Dead. Black Hawk Down, I like. No, I didn't watch any more Breaking Bad. I only watched that because it was a request. And I just don't have the time to sit down and watch a TV show. I'm just too busy doing requests. And then once in a blue moon, I'm like, you know what? Tonight, I'm just going to take it easy and just watch a movie or two. And I figured I'd just put on a stream while I'm doing this. Train to Busan 2, don't know anything about it. Road Force, maybe once, and it was kind of mediocre. National Treasure 1 and 2, yeah, I liked them. I don't mind them. Johnny English movies, no, I'm not a fan of that guy. Rowan Atkinson, I'm not a Rowan Atkinson fan. Favorite movie franchise, the first 4 Rambo films. Favorite full moon movie? Is there a favorite? I mean, I guess Doll Man. I would say Doll Man. I would say Doll Man's my favorite, which I believe I reviewed on the channel. Doll Man. There should not be a Speed 3. I mean, I don't know what you could do for a plot for Speed 3. Because either it would be hokey, it would be a parody, or like, what could you do with Speed 3? Salmon Khan, don't know what that is. Read the Dark Tower books, never read them. I've heard of them, but I've never read them. Super Sounds of the 70s. Yeah, Quentin Tarantino told me about that, so to speak. Alexander Nevsky on your request list? Nope, no one's requested those. Turbo Tech War, thankfully. Jack Frost 3, no, the sequel was pretty bad, the second one. Salman Kane's an Indian actor. Okay. Read any Star Wars books? No. Devin Law, please feel free, man. That's up to you. If you could pick out of Jeff Speedman, Gary Daniels, Michael Dudikoff have been a bigger mainstream action star, how many Harry Potter films are there, grade B? How many Harry Potter films are there? Hot on the outside, icicle in the middle. I don't watch Twilight, honestly. Rambo Last Blood got Razzie nomination. Should have won. Has anyone requested a review? Someone requested a commentary, but no one requested a review. No one's requested a review of Karate Part 2. But if anyone does, feel free. No wheezing the juice. No wheezing the juice. See, you can't do this to be too on PC. It's like the whole thing now that the Simpsons voice cast, if they voice a character that wasn't white, then they quit. Begotten I haven't seen, but I've heard of. Favorite Schumacher film? It depends. I like DC Cab. I like Lost Boys. I like 8mm. Favorite adventure film? That's tough. Logan Paul. I don't give a fuck about Logan Paul. 8? Yeah. Grade B? Yeah. Yeah, that would be enough to PayPal. PayPal works better. Because, yeah, if you do grade B, yeah, PayPal would be fine. That's up to you, though, man. That's a lot. Yeah, Karate Kid Part 2 is my favorite. Is that my favorite Karate Kid film? I grew up watching that the most. Well, The Hobo, that'd be a lot of money to review all those movies, because there's, like, what, 7 of them? Like, seriously, isn't there, like, 6, 7 Sharknado films now? For some reason. You heard the music, huh? Yeah, I have it pretty loud, but I want to be able to hear it and not be like, what they saying? Disney wanting to erase this new Star Wars from canon is pointless. It's fucking pointless. What's the point of doing it now? Terry Fisher is fucking dead. Terry Fisher is dead. Han Solo, Harrison Ford is like 100 years old. Mark Hamill doesn't want shit to do with it anymore. So what the fuck is the point? It's too late. You will never have Luke, Leia, and Han Solo on the same fucking screen. The last time you saw that was 1983. They had their fucking chance and they blew it. They blew it. They had their fucking chance and they fucking blew it. To have Luke, Leia, Han, and Lando in the same fucking scenes. And they blew it. 3 movies. How many years? They blew it. So fuck Disney. It's too late. We don't say it doesn't exist. So for what purpose? For what purpose? 8 movies? Hobo, that'd be a lot of money for 8 movies. Because that's a lot of time. That's at least 2-3 days. Jumpin' Jack Flash is my favorite Whoopi Goldberg film. You see this face? This is a face of a woman on the edge. Now, do you want to work here or do you want to live? Do you like Star Trek or Star Wars more? Well, technically Star Trek, I like more movies because I like the first 6 Star Trek films and I like First Contact. So that's 7 movies. Star Wars, I like the original 3. I could watch the prequels for what they are. Say Almost Fire, still haven't seen that. Oh, thank you, Bobby Reynolds. That's really cool. Thank you for the super chat. I wonder if it's okay to put on here a couple of my favorites. Oh, YouTubers. Rambo for Life. Go G-Fan 1993 with Noel. Law on YouTube. Rob from ETN, aka Entertaining Talk Nation. And Brandon Tenold, a much better version Nostalgia Critic. I haven't heard of those guys. Bobby Reynolds. I've never heard of Goji Fan 1993 or Rob ETN. Never heard of them. But thank you. I really appreciate that, Bobby. That's really cool. Thank you so much. Never seen the Deathstalker films. Flintstones or the Jetsons? Honestly, I didn't watch those cartoons much. Like bits and pieces, but never like full episodes, so I can't answer that. But yeah, I haven't seen the Deathstalker films. The Hobo, I really appreciate that, man. If you ever want to do that, feel free, the Hobo. Feel free. I really appreciate the kind words. Remaking Grumpy Old Men with Eddie Murphy and Sam Jackson. That ain't gonna happen. Eddie Murphy, he doesn't have a lot of stuff coming out other than Coming to America. He's talked for 10 years about he wants to do stand-up. He's talked for 10 years at least about how he wants to do Beverly Hills Cop 4, which is not needed. Have I ever smoked weed? Nope. There's a lot of people that assume I have, but I never have. Filming stuff? I don't think so. Block Hawk Down. I like the film. Godzilla or King Kong. I would pick Godzilla. Gregory Peck. No, I don't see him as Batman. The Way You Are with Melio is the way I am with Coke. I like The Time to Kill. Time to Kill is a good movie. Favorite Clerks line? That's tough. There's a lot of good lines in Clerks. It's hard to pick just one. My girlfriend just saw 37 dicks in a row. No, my favorite line is a throwaway line where someone says a smart ass comment and then a customer just goes, fucking dickhead. Just the way they say, you fucking dickhead. Just like out of the blue always makes me laugh. Bubba Dunk Funkin. Don't know who that is. Spin-off TV show Sharknado? Never heard that. Stallone is doing a director's cut of Rocky 4. I don't look forward to that because I have a feeling what director's cut of Rocky 4 will be is to make the film less cheesy. So cut down on the montages. Probably scored by Bill Conti and take out Vince DiCola's score. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if it's stuff like that. In other words, make the film less fun. Men in Black 2 was better than Men in Black International. This Is It documentary, Michael Jackson. I haven't seen that. Fast Getaway, I've never seen it. I did not hate American Pie Turbo Tech War. Did you not see my review? I did not rant on it. In the review, I said I liked the movie, Turbo Tech War. Did you not watch my review? Where in the review did I say I hated the film? Funny enough, today I saw a request of a Kevin Hart movie called The Upside. I did not mind it. Kevin Hart was more low-key in that. That was actually not that bad of a film. Hamburger Hill, one of my favorite Vietnam movies. Kevin Hart was not that annoying in The Upside. But he's more low-key in it. Oh, you didn't know I reviewed it? Yeah, it was a Patreon request a few months ago, American Pie, and I reviewed the film. And I didn't mind it. I didn't love it, but I didn't mind it. New metal music, never heard it. Ivan Reitman almost made a Batman movie with Bill Murray. That would have been awful. I liked Ivan Reitman, but we don't need a Bill Murray Batman. Consenting Adults, never seen. Evil Toons, pretty cheap, low budget. The cartoons are in it for like 2 minutes. David Carradine, I think, has a nothing. Are you keeping this live? What do you mean? I mean, when it ends, it'll be uploaded. Arnold's next role should be a chef. Arnold should just retire, honestly. Soul Plane? No one's requested Soul Plane. I've seen that film. It's not that good of a movie. It's not the worst movie ever. It's just really silly and stupid. Do the Right Thing. I'm not a Spike Lee guy. I'm just not a Spike Lee guy. I'm not. I don't mind Inside Man. That's like the only Spike Lee film I don't mind. Or that I like. I know I had one person ask me about the Sharknado movies. One person asked me about the Harry Potter films. If the two of you guys still in there, if you want to send it in, feel free via my PayPal. If not, I understand. Sorry, just once I gotta see this with the boards. Slaps right in Sean Astin's face. I don't know what you mean keeping this live. I don't know what you mean at all about that. The company you keep, never heard of it. The worst action star, I don't know. Again, for people who keep asking me like the worst stuff, it's hard to pick the worst because there's so many options. I mean, Jalal Murray is a bad action star. Alexander Nevsky is a bad action star. It's hard to pick. Cinema Fan 97, yeah, there's sometimes people request the same one, and then I tell them, hey, someone requested it, do you want another one? And if it's a PayPal, I just refund the person, refund their money, because you can do that with PayPal. Princess and the Goblin, never seen it. Step Brothers, I've never seen Step Brothers. Favorite fruit, Oranges. Favorite vegetable, corn on the cob. La Femme Nikita, I'm not really into. I was never into La Femme Nikita, the movie, which got remade with the movie Point of No Return. There's other Luc Besson films I enjoy more. Leon the Professional, The Fifth Element. I think that's the kid from Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom. I think so. From the computer. I think that's Data from Goonies. I swear that's who it is. John Ellie, don't know who that is. Rottweiler, cheap, really, for some reason, some downbeat ending for some fucking reason. And they didn't have the budget to make the dog when it's part cyborg look good. I like Labyrinth. You don't need a sequel to it. Elaine Moosey, I don't even know who that is. Bodyguard with Whitney Houston. Honestly, I've never seen it. Chris Klein is awful. So no, Chris Klein's an awful actor. Ever rank a movie series? I guess I could. What country's Rollerball remake in? I have no idea. Shit Creek or Piss Poor Valley? I don't know. Alpha and Omega I've never seen. Yeah, corn on the cob's good, especially if it's with some butter on it. Corn on the cob's good. That's my favorite vegetable. Hey JS. Hi Matt. I was wondering if you could review Freeway, a 1980 New World Pictures film where Billy Drago plays a serial killer. Freeway. I can try. You sent in a super chat, so it's the least I can do. I'll try to get to it as soon as I can. Freeway. I thought that was... Is that another one with Kiefer Sutherland? Alright, I wrote it down. Your buddy's dad was friends with Brian James. Oh, okay. I like Brian James. I really liked him in the movie called The Horror Show. He was really good in that. The Horror Show with Lance Henriksen. Elaine Moosey was the lead in the Kickboxer remake. Oh, no wonder I forgot. I reviewed those and those were fucking forgettable. No, Kiefer Sutherland was in a movie called Freeway as well, but I think that was in the 90s. Blood Moon. Is that the one with Gary Daniels? Is that the one where Gary Daniels, where there's a guy, he fights a bunch of people, and he's a serial killer on Kung Fu guys, and he even kills like Rob Van Dam, the wrestler. And then it ends with some silly... Gary Daniels kills the killer, but then something explodes and there's fucking confetti or something. Michael Madsen, Meadowland, never heard of it. Unhinged, I liked the trailer. Russell Crowe looks like an intimidating motherfucker in that. Blood Moon, it was alright, but it's not one of my favorite Gary Daniels films. It has some silly stuff to it. And the ending is a bit silly. House with Hugh Laurie, love it. Favorite TV show of mine. It'd probably be in my top 10 favorite shows. 13 Hours, I was not a fan of. I don't know what country Rollerball remake took place in. I'm sure it'll say in the trivia. Never watched Laserdisc. Terror Tunes, never saw it. Again, it's going to be hard to try to answer every single question because there's over 70 people in here. So I don't want to burn myself out and... Okay. I don't want to burn myself out on it. Burial Ground, Nights of Terror. I've seen Cinema Snob's review of it. I think that was the first review he did, but I never saw the movie. Rock and Roll High School, never seen. Dog Soldiers 2, no reason to see it. Royal Winter, never even heard of. Didn't watch much of it. I mean, I remember the intro with the music, but I never really watched the episodes of it. Is Pocket Ninjas Gary Daniels' worst film? Yes, it's the worst film he's been in. Yes, absolutely. Desert Thunder, never seen it. Supernatural TV show, didn't watch it. Pinocchio 3000, never even heard of it. Roller Coaster 1977, never seen it. Okay, Devin, I'll look at it later. My email. I just don't want to screw up the chat and have it slow down, but I'll definitely check my email after. Thank you, Devin. Ahead of time. Thank you. Do you like Channing Tatum? It depends. I liked White House Down. I liked 21 and 22 Jump Street, but that's pretty much it. Burial Ground looks awful. I'm sorry, Chronologic. I guarantee you it's awful. I think I reviewed Apollo 13, new two-step. I believe I reviewed it. If not, I enjoy Apollo 13. That's Dracula 2000 with Gerard Butler. It's not that good. It's not that good. Tom Green movies, fucking awful. They Came from Outer Space, never even heard of it. I never did Coke at McDonald's. I just did their Mellow Yellow at McDonald's. World Cup anime series, never saw it. Mike OCP has. Recess Schools Out, never seen it, never watched the cartoon. Do I like the Beatles? I don't mind the Beatles. I don't have a favorite song of theirs, but I don't mind the Beatles. Hey Matt, what was the movie you were talking about? The serial killer who wants to rebuild the body of Christ. I can't recall the name. Resurrection. Resurrection is the film that came out a few years after Seven. It's directed by Russell Mulcahy, who directed Highlander, and it stars Christopher Lambert. Or Christophe Lambert, however you want to pronounce it, but I'll just pronounce it Christopher Lambert. Christopher Lambert plays the lead detective, and his partner is Leland Orser. He's the guy in Seven. If anyone who's seen Seven, you know the guy who gets really scared and because he fucked the prostitute with the knife or whatever, and they're talking to him, and he's all spazzing out like he had a gun on me. It's funny, he's in Seven and that, and then he's Christopher Lambert's partner in Resurrection. But yeah, Resurrection came out, was it 2000 or 99? Might have been 99 or 2000. But yeah, Resurrection with Christopher Lambert. Like I said, directed by Russell Mulcahy. Why do people give crap to Joe Schumacher for Batman and Robin if he apologized? Why do people do anything? I mean, let's be honest. They don't do their research. People are too lazy. Even if something takes 5 minutes, they don't want to do it. If it took them 5 minutes, they don't want to do it. Let's face it, a lot of people nowadays are fucking lazy. If they could, this is how lazy people are. If they're in a bed and they had an empty cup, instead of walking to their bathroom that's 3 feet away, they just piss in the cup. That's how lazy people are. Resurrection was 1999. Cool. Yeah, that's a good one. A movie called Crush. Never heard of Crush. Terror Drone video game. Seems like a cool game. I would not know how to play it. I'm bad at fighting games, but it seems like a really cool game. It's a game that someone made for free where you can play as Freddy, Jason, Pumpkinhead, Ash from Evil Dead, Herbert West, Candyman, and it's a fighting game like Mortal Kombat. It's pretty cool for a fan game. Supergirl, it's there. Some of the production aspects, the music is really good. Helen Shaver, she's not bad, but there's also some really hokey stuff in it too. RWBY, don't know what that is. I've never seen any Beatles movies. Lodian, I had a review of it. I don't know, maybe it got deleted for some reason, but Lodian I didn't mind. I didn't mind Lodian. I didn't care for the ending, but I don't mind it. We Were Soldiers, decent movie. I think I reviewed Dead and Buried. But no, I was not a fan of Dead and Buried. And the twist I saw coming anyway. Never saw the Batwoman TV show. I had no interest. I had no reason to watch it. Madonna, there's maybe 2-3 songs I like, including the song from, what's that movie? Sean Penn, At Close Range. But I'm not a big Madonna guy, no. In one of your videos, you liked AVGM. To be fair, I was friends with James Wolfe. Haven't spoken with him in a year. Friends with him? Interesting. How are you friends with AVGN? Yeah, I mean, I first discovered YouTube kind of thanks to AVGN. For people who don't know, sorry, this will go on a little bit. I first discovered YouTube because back around 2006 or 2007, I was looking up Ninja Turtle stuff. Because I was falling in love with the 2003 Ninja Turtles cartoon. It renewed my interest in Ninja Turtles. So I would look up stuff online about it. And it led me to this website called YouTube where this guy reviewed the Ninja Turtles Nintendo game. And then I saw he did Karate Kid. I'm like, holy shit, Karate Kid? I hated that game too. And then I found Army 21. And then a little bit later, Silent Rob and all these other guys. And then explored a lot more of YouTube. So, anyway. Brightburn, lame movie. I was not a fan of Brightburn. I mean, I don't get what was so special about it. Favorite Spider-Man actor? The voice of the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. Ballistic X vs. Sever. It's not that good, but it's not the worst movie ever. Crush is a PG-13 stalker film. Okay. LA's Finest. I've never even heard of it. Oh, thank you, Diablo Esparzo. That's cool. Yeah, Silent Rob, he's pretty on PC, but he's pretty funny as well. Emily by Mad Canada, I've never even heard of it. Suncoast stores, vaguely. I didn't go to many Suncoast stores. Faults with Leland Orser, never even heard of it. There's a lot of action movies I think are not dumb, just dumb fun. I think there's a lot of them. Heat with Michael Mann, for example. The Interpreter with Sean Penn, never seen it. I reviewed The Crush, Matthew Dice. Yet again, Matthew Dice, I've mentioned, if you want to know if I've reviewed something, go to my channel, go to the top right, click on it, type in the name of the movie, That's another movie I reviewed, The Crush. Wolf Cool, literally 5 minutes ago, someone asked me about the Supergirl movie. I don't know where that new step guy is. I asked him about how he knew AVGN, but I haven't seen him comment again. Stakeout is not on Blu-ray. Yeah, which is bullshit. The sequel is, but Stakeout doesn't have a Blu-ray. Stakeout was a box office hit. Directed by John Badham, who did Short Circuit and War Games, and yet doesn't get a Blu-ray. Fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I reviewed The Crush with Alicia Silverstone. Creepies 2003, I've never even heard of it. Heat, yeah. Drama with action. Why do I like Andrew Dice Clay? Because he makes me laugh. He's funny. He plays a character. He sticks to the character. And I think he's funny. Especially Adventures of Ford Fairlane. Oh, that's cool, Perry Fan 49. That's really cool. Thank you. The only Fockers movie I liked is Meet the Parents. The sequels, I thought they were kind of meh. Favorite Wesley Snipes movie? Demolition Man. Favorite food from McDonald's? Their French fries. I did not go to Hollywood Video. I did not go to Blockbuster. Back in the day, I went to... This is when they had videos at the gas station that you could rent. That's how popular VHS was. They had them at gas stations that you just rent a bunch of movies. It was a gas station, but it was also a little convenience store. That's how popular VHS was back in the day. Mel Brooks, yeah, he's a good comedian. Irate Gamer, yeah, he was pretty awful. Just a lame ripoff. Tried doing commentaries on the first two Mortal Kombat films. I'm not good at commentaries, man, so I think you do better than me. Favorite baseball movie? I don't have a favorite baseball movie character. Favorite baseball movie is probably Major League. Probably Major League, which I either reviewed or did a commentary on. I might have done both. Being John Malkovich, I'm not really a fan of. I reviewed The Stepfather. I did not review the sequels or remake, but I reviewed The Stepfather. Did you check the channel first, Devin Lott? Because I reviewed the first Stepfather. Top 5 favorite actors? It depends what you mean. I mean, personalities, it'd be like Sylvester Stallone, Jean-Claude Van Damme. I like James Woods. I like Brad Dourif. I like a lot of people. Favorite Afghanistan movie? Rambo 3. Lincoln Zelda? I have no idea. I would not make a Zelda movie because I wouldn't know how to do it. I'm not the guy to ask. I played A Link to the Past. I liked it, but that's the only... Field of Dreams is a good movie. I mean, I guess it could count as a baseball movie. New Jack City, I actually have not seen. Lily Tomlin, don't care one way or another. I do remember watching George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead. It was at a video store, and they might have been bought out by Suncoast, but it was a store called On Q. See, and then I'm going to go on a little, so bear with me. When I was growing up, farm, and the closest we could get to is literally about 30 miles away. There was a bigger town, and there was a store called On Q, which is where you could buy movies. And that's where I bought I remember seeing it. I'm like, okay, it had no pictures from the movie. It was just the cover, and on the back, it just had Roger Ebert, 4 stars, like one of the greatest horror films, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what is this? And I was blown away when I saw it on VHS. Especially when I didn't know anything about it and I watch it for the first time, and then the fucking head explodes when the SWAT team goes into the apartment building. I'm like, oh shit. And then when I got to the ending, I was getting pissed because I'm like, oh man, they're all dead. Ken Frey's going to shoot himself. And yeah, I remember I was a little kid, so this will be embarrassing, but I was a little kid when I saw this. When he, and that John Wayne type of music, and he's shooting the zombies and he's steeping. I got on the bed, I fucking jumped on the bed as a stupid little kid because I was excited, and he's kicking ass, and then it steeps, and then they steep on a helicopter, and then and I fell in love with it. It became one of my favorite horror films and my favorite zombie film. Thank you, Bobby Reynolds, for the super chat. Movie 43 and Going Overboard are the number one worst comedies. They're up there. They're definitely up there. Going Overboard's pretty up there. Buddy Larson was pretty bad. But yeah. I swear I saw another comedy recently and I said it might even be worse than Going Overboard, but I can't remember what the fuck it was. That's how bad it was, I guess. Never saw Rage and Honor. Sean O'Brien, I barely remember. I like Cynthia Rothrock, but you can go ahead and remake Garbage Pail Kids. You can't make it any worse. No matter who directed it. Take 7 movies to heaven with you. What would they be? That's an interesting question. 7 movies to heaven. Only 7? No, I did not review Toy Story 4. That was not requested. 7 movies. I would be my fan cut of Hard Target, Aliens, Leviathan from 1989. I'm going to count this as all as one because I'm going to cheat. The first 2 Ninja Turtle movies and the 2003 Ninja Turtles cartoon. Fuck it. That'll be 4. Rambo 2 and 3. That's going to be 5. The Golden Child 6. That's tough. See No Evil, Hear No Evil for 7. You remember On Cue? Cool. Anytime I said On Cue, people are like, what the fuck are they talking about? Yeah, they're at the prom. I swear the kid back there is the kid from Short Round from Temple of Doom. I swear that's who it is. T. Luke, I forgot his name. But yeah, anytime I mention On Cue, people go, what the fuck is that? But Cobra, yeah, I want to put Cobra in there. It's hard to pick just 7, man. I would cheat and say, just let me bring the whole fucking... You got enough room in heaven. I shouldn't have to just have 7. Troll Hunter, not a fan. That was another lame found footage film with some really awful CGI effects. Gene Wilder's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Yeah, I liked the movie. Good film, imaginative, trippy. Blood Tide, never seen. Mob tearing down all the statues and shit. Well, what are all the statues being torn down? Because I don't keep up with the news. Honestly, I don't. I reviewed Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I have a review. Marco Salazar. You're a crybaby. Kimono. Okay, the moderators in the chat are not doing their jobs. Okay, I guess I will do it. I mean, I have moderators in the chat, but they didn't do anything, so I guess I will do it. Parafan49, you're not doing your job. What's going on, man? I'm just bullshitting with you. When a guy is listing, 20 times spamming the chat about telling me to go fuck myself, I think that's where moderators can go ahead and tip the guy out. But it's fine. Don't care about Cobra Kai. Not for me. Lucky Luke, never heard of. Unseen Evil, never heard of. Colors, I haven't seen. I don't notice anything yet. Gemerol, cool, thank you. Thank you for the request. It's cool, Parryfan49, it's alright. Rocky 5 is better than Karate Kid 3. Team of the Midway, I don't know, if I know you, if I've seen you a lot on here, if I talk to you a lot, then yeah, maybe be a moderator. Damn, the movie's over already, shit. I forgot how many people are recognizable in this movie. Yeah, Robin Tunney, who was in The Craft. Rick Dukeman, who was in The Burbs. Richard Masur, who was in John Carpenter's The Thing. Rose McGowan, who was in Scream. Jack Noseworthy, who was in, I think, Event Horizon. I'm trying to see if that's who I thought it was. I'm trying to look in the credit. Yeah, Jonathan Kwan. He changed his name, but yeah, that is him. Baby Boy, never seen. Well, I don't know why it's freezing. I'm not doing anything different. I don't know why it's freezing. I'm not doing anything different. I haven't touched anything. I haven't done anything. So, I really don't know what to do, guys. If you reload, does it do anything? But yeah. It's fine. If I repeat questions because of the video connection, I understand, it's fine. Devin Lott, I'm not a fan of Cobra Kai. I mean, if you pay me, it's just going to be me not liking the film. I mean, the show. Yeah, I was watching Encino Man. Yeah, I just wanted to relax. Like Devin Lott, I don't like Cobra Kai, so if you want to pay, you can pay, but it's going to be about me not liking the show. And I'm going to get a lot of shit for it because I have a different opinion, because I view things differently. So I don't really see the point of it. I'm not a fan of Cobra Kai. I don't give a fuck about the bad guy from Karate Kid that much to see his life story. He worked well in the Karate Kid, but I don't give a fuck about his life story. I'm sorry. I did not care. I didn't care. Audie and the Cockroaches, never even heard of it. I didn't do anything differently, so I don't know why I was lagging. I didn't do anything differently. New Two Step Entertainment. Hey there. I had asked you, how were you friends with AVGN? I didn't get a response. Maybe it was the lagging connection. That's why. Happy Feet was there. Sushi, not a fan of it. Komodo, it was there. It was a time waster. But I didn't love it though. Zombie Late, never saw. The Bounty, never saw. What book is coming out for Canon Films? I don't know anything about that book. First time I've heard of it. Are they going shit on it too, just like in the fucking documentary? And talk about how much they suck? And it's just the early 80s of canon, not like the late 80s? Veronica. Meadowland fan 2004. Pretty much every film you mentioned, I've never even heard of, to be perfectly honest. Like every film you mentioned, I've never even heard of. Lisa Edelstein, I don't even know who that is. Joe's Apartment is alright, but I like the lead actor, Jerry O'Connell. I mean, I think they could have done more with the premise, but it was alright for what it was. Cobra Kai, I just don't care about Johnny. I don't care about his life story. I don't care about that fucking much of his story. And then Daniel just seems like a dickhead. Because they filed that stupid fucking thing of, well, Johnny was the good guy and Daniel was the bully. Like they went with that shit. Tales from the Hood, Creepshow 4. No, I just thought it was another anthology film. A good one. Horrible Bosses, I did not care for. Cartoon All Stars to the Rescue. I do remember that back in the day. I think I saw that when it came out on CBS Saturday morning because you had Elf and Mighty from Ninja Turtles and I forget who else. Like they had a ton of stuff. And it was crazy the amount of characters they had on there. Why is... I'll be right back. I gotta do something real quick. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. I like the first Anaconda. David the Gnome, I've never even heard of it. Rose McGowan, did she shit on Alyssa Milano? I don't know why. I don't follow her Twitter or whatever. I barely even go on Twitter. Favorite stream killer? Like from the Scream movies? I mean, I think the first movie's the best, so I would go with them. Yeah, Mark Wahlberg was part of the Funky Bunch. Feel it, feel it. Yeah, come on, feel it, feel it. Um, Favorite Power Ranger? I never watched Power Rangers, honestly. Lego Mega Bloks, I never played with them. But yeah, a new two step. Did I miss the answer? Your answer to my question? I don't think you've answered my question. Like you mentioned, you're AVGN's friend. I'm just curious. Were you just saying that, or what the deal is? Let's see. Just 1 second. I don't drink coffee. Never listened to the band ELO. Alright, 1 second. Okay. Open season, I barely remember. I don't watch any new Simpson stuff. Turbo Tech War, I don't know about any of these people shit on other people. I don't really pay attention to their bullshit. No, I popped in another movie just to watch, and that is this movie here. So I am now watching this movie. Just relaxing watching this film here. Which this should have gotten a sequel. I wish it got a sequel. Oh, thank you, Bobby Reynolds, for the $5 super chat. Thought on real animals dress up as monsters and fought each other in movies. I have no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean real animals dress up as monsters? Why would animals dress up as monsters? And why would they fight each other? I don't know what you're talking about. All is Lost? No, I've never seen it. Lupo the Butcher? I've never even heard of it. Terrifier, I don't really care about Terrifier, to be honest. Just don't care. Your brother was friends with them? Oh, that's cool. That's interesting. I haven't listened to much Chris D'Elia stuff. The only time I listened to him was on Bobby Lee's podcast, Tiger Belly. Well, I'm watching Beavis and Butthead Do America on Blu-ray, which I got from that guy who had the Beavis and Butthead series. Turn this up because I can barely hear it. They stole their fucking TV. He's almost piecing it together. There's the footprints. He's almost.
Whoa, I think I just figured something out, Beavis.
This sucks.
This sucks more than anything that I've ever sucked before. Let's find this butthole that took our TV.
This sucked more than anything that has sucked before. No, I'm not going to do a commentary on this. I'm just watching for fun. My favorite video game system ever. I don't know, maybe. That's tough. Maybe Super Nintendo, maybe PS2. I like Motorhead. I like their songs. I don't care to eat Vietnamese food because I don't. Not interested. Don't mind the Tales from the Dark Side TV movie. I mean, I don't mind the movie, but I never watched the show. All Eyes on Me, never seen it. My judge has some ideas for a new Beavis and Butthead movie. Well, yeah, he can have all the ideas he wants. That doesn't mean MTV cares. Well, they brought back Beavis and Butthead, and it was actually really good. But then the ratings were awful, and I don't know. Maybe there's some other bullshit behind why they canceled it so quickly again. I don't watch Tyler Perry movies. I don't care about the anniversary where they all get on Skype. I don't want to see fucking Skype conversations. I want an actual fucking documentary. Not just Skype conversations with fucking Josh Gad. Say, "Can you say this line? Can you say this line?" Fucking awful host. Well, he didn't do it for that. TMNT. He's done it for other stuff. Like, he did one for Ghostbusters. But the TMT one, again, like, I don't want to just see people and fucking all there. So because they're all there, they're not going to be fucking honest, and they're going to be whatever on their best behavior, and I just don't care. I want to see an actual fucking documentary with good, decent picture quality, not just fucking Skype chats or whatever the fuck they use. I do have Wall-E on Blu-ray, yes. I have the Beavis and Butthead show on Blu-ray. I have the complete uncut series on Blu-ray. Commentary? Yeah, commentary would have been nice. Hey, Mike, how you doing, man? Hey, Mike, let me ask you, are you going to be on for a while? Because I like to chat with you on Skype. If not, no worries. I understand you're pretty busy. Doesn't have to be for this, but I would like to chat with you on Skype sometime. So I don't know if you're available tonight or not. Yeah, I know you're pretty busy with work. Let me know, man. Just here watching Beavis and Butthead do America. Alright, so I will probably end the stream so that Mike and I can chat, because it's been a while since we chatted. And so yeah, I'll probably end the stream now. I mean, I've been going on for about, I don't know, 2 hours. Probably since like 9:30, so I'll probably end it now. But let me just pause this for a minute. So yeah, thanks guys for. Oh, one more thing from Bobby Reynolds. Like crocodile dress up, downtrodden in the put the sail on the back and fight a monitor lizard in 1 million BC in 1940. Nah, man, I would not be into that. Sorry, Bobby Reynolds. I just would not be my cup of tea. Do I have a favorite Christmas movie? Not just one. I mean, I like Scrooged. I like Ernest Saves Christmas. Yeah, OBS screwed up, so that's my cue. See you guys later. Take care, and you guys have a good day or good night. Bye bye.